Hello guys and welcome back to our channel. 2025 is already shaping up to be a massive year for Isekai fans. New worlds, overpowered MCs, jaw-dropping animation, and plots that'll blow your mind. Whether you're into reincarnated heroes, fantasy kingdoms, or game-like survival worlds, this list has something just for you. So grab your snacks, hit that like button, and let's dive into the top 10 new Isekai anime you can't miss in 2025. The Water Magician. Ryu is overjoyed to be reincarnated into the fanciful world of Fi, where he believes he will be able to live a calm life while learning to use his newly discovered water power. Going with the flow, however, signifies something very different. Ryu is quickly confronted with the vast areas he finds himself in, as well as the plethora of dangerous monsters that inhabit the lonely subcontinent. You'd think he'd forget about relaxing when he's battling for his life, but fortunately for Ryu, he's inherently happy, smart, and endowed with a hidden, eternal youth feature. 20 years pass in the blink of an eye, with each encounter bringing him closer to the apex of human magic. Little does he know that this is merely the beginning of his story. A fateful meeting quickly propels Ryu to the forefront of history, forever altering the trajectory of his life. Thus begins the adventures of the world's strongest water magician, who also enjoys working at his own leisure. Apocalypse Bringer Mynoghra. Takuto Ira died at a young age from illness, and was reincarnated in a world similar to the fantasy turn-based strategy game Eternal Nations. He reincarnated not only in his favorite game, but also as the god of Mynoghra, an evil civilization. With Mynoghra's lovely hero unit, Sludge Witch-2 by his side, not even legendary race qualities will prevent them from restarting their civilization. My status as an assassin obviously exceeds the hero. Oda Akira is the type of guy who people tend to forget about. His quiet demeanor pays off, however, when his entire class is transported to a fantasy world, and he quickly transitions into his new duty as a silent assassin. Akira is convinced that something is awry due to his strangely high starting numbers, and an abundance of details that do not fit. But delving into royal secrets is a risky game, and when Akira uncovers a nefarious plot, he makes a powerful enemy, the very monarch who brought him into this world. Can he find the strength to make things right and get his revenge with the assistance of Amelia, an elven spirit medium? The dark history of the reincarnated Villainess. Konoha Sata has a grim past. After all, she spent her adolescence penning self-indulgent fantasy romantic fiction, such as Dark History. However, now that she has become its most evil villain, remembering every tiny detail is a matter of life or death. After avoiding the first few death flags, Satu is left in the dark when a mystery visitor comes from the Lily Kingdom A character she does not recall composing in the original script. Despite Yomi's vows to be her buddy, can Satu truly trust a character she knows nothing about in such a deathly world? Onmyou Kaiten Rebirth. Takara Narahira is a lone wolf delinquent who spends his days fighting, avoiding friendships, and being charmed by a mystery girl named Tsukimiya, who he has only seen in nightmares. One day, an unexpected mishap sends him sliding off a cliff. When he regains consciousness, he finds himself in dingy Heian-kyu, a futuristic recreation of the ancient capital that combines modern technology and mysticism. The legendary Onmyou, Abe no Saimai, protects this planet, and to Takara's surprise, Tsukimiya is genuine and lives here. Just as he begins to enjoy this fated rendezvous, Yamakaru, a deadly black mist, descends, bringing forth terrible monsters known as Oni. In the turmoil, both he and Tsukimiya are slain, only for Takaru to reappear in dingy Heian-kyu. Takaru, realizing he has slipped through time, decides to resist fate. To shield Tsukimiya from her tragic future, he turns to Abe no Saimai for Onmyujutsu training. Now, as an Onmyou, he must struggle to rewrite destiny and discover the truth about this bizarre new world. Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill. Tsuyoshi Makuta, 27, is transported into a magical world alongside 3 other heroes to save a kingdom from a mystery threat. However, it quickly becomes evident that Tsuyoshi was dragged into the summoning procedure by accident. His single skill is online supermarket, which allows him to access an interface where he may buy and get food-related grocery items from modern Japan. Tsuyoshi is unceremoniously kicked out of the palace, and strikes out on his own in his new world. However, his skill to produce delectable foods foreign to this planet quickly pays off, even drawing the renowned wolf Finra. Finra is so taken with the food that it quickly forms a contract with Tsuyoshi and becomes his familiar. Tsuyoshi, accompanied by this humorous mythological being, begins a career as a merchant and adventurer, traveling and making delectable meals that never fail to astonish the inhabitants of this realm. The Rising of the Shield Hero Season 4. The four cardinal heroes are a group of regular men from modern Japan who have been summoned to the kingdom of Melromark to save it. Melromark is a country tormented by the waves of catastrophe, which have continually wrecked the land and caused calamity for its residents over generations. To defeat the waves, each of the four heroes is given a sword, spear, bow, and shield. Naofumi Watani, an otaku, is afflicted with the fate of being the shield hero. Naofumi, armed only with a meager shield, is belittled and derided by his fellow heroes and the people of the kingdom due to his limited offensive powers and mediocre disposition. When the heroes are given resources and friends to train with, Naofumi sets out with the only person ready to train with him, Malty Melromark. She soon betrays him, and he is unfairly accused of taking advantage of her. Naofumi is subsequently severely discriminated against and despised by the people of Melromark for something he did not do. With a raging storm of hurt and mistrust in his heart, Naofumi embarks on a journey to strengthen himself and his reputation. Later on, however, the difficulty of being alone sets in, so Naofumi purchases Raftalia, a demi-human slave on the point of death, to join him on his travels. As the waves approach the kingdom, Naofumi and Raftalia must fight for the kingdom. A wild last boss appeared. Rufus Mathil, the black-winged overlord and leader of the 12 Stars of Heaven, has been defeated. A man awakens in the body of Rufus, the Isekai game character, who was defeated by the 7 heroes 200 years ago. Isekai, the gaming world he knew, is no longer dominated by humans, and it is more than simply a game. Isekai is a universe of its own, with characters who think, feel, and live exactly like him. Rufus travels into Isekai in search of the 12 Stars of Heaven, which have long been disbanded. Rufus has no country, army, or allies. The mystery remains, why was an average man resurrected in Isekai as Rufus? The hero who has no class. Classes begin at the age of 10, and the existence or lack of skills has a significant impact on one's life. Arel, the son of Sword Princess Farah and Magic King Leon, has been labeled as classless. Despite his lack of a job or abilities, Arel thinks that with hard work, he can overcome obstacles. Hell Mode. Level up even when offline. That is not an easy mode game. It is simply an AFK game. Kenichi Yamada's favorite online game is closing down its servers, leaving him heartbroken. He searches for a new game to fill it, but everything he discovers is just too simple. The type of game he prefers, one that is harsh enough to entice people to spend thousands of hours on it, is simply no longer available. What is this? You are invited to a game that will never end. Kenichi discovers a nameless game that promises an unrivaled challenge with unprecedented potential. Without hesitation, he chooses Hell Mode difficulty. He is reincarnated in another realm as a serf. Now known as Alan, he sets out to discover the secrets of his mysterious summoner class. Without the aid of walkthroughs, game instructions, or internet forums, he must grope his way to the top of his new universe. So these were the top 10 new Isekai anime you can't miss in 2025. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any videos like this in the future. Keep sharing your thoughts with us down in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.